Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yeah, good morning. My name is Ume Abraham Carlo or Abraham. Um, so today I am so glad that I've been given this wonderful opportunity to take you through this great journey that's actually going to make you to start viewing things in a different way. Okay, yeah. So I would have been there with you officially, but because I have an event running currently, I couldn't make it. That is why I'm speaking with you remotely. Yeah, most of you will be like, this person that's answering Ume Abraham Kala is like he's from this side. Yeah, I'm actually son of the soil. So today I bring you good news from GDG Bonny Island. We are happy that GDG Ohafia is starting officially today, and we'll be giving all the necessary support that we need to give as a community to make sure that GDG Ohafia prospers. All right, so today I know lots of you guys, some of you are you may not have been into the tech space. Man, lots of you might be there. You know how to use your Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and lots of those things, but most of you may not have known how to build the stuff behind it. All right, the technology behind how to use the technology behind it to build things. Yeah, I kind of know that you'll be like, oh, those guys that build those things with technology, they are gurus, or they are aliens. But I want to tell you that these are human beings like you and I that actually built those things. The WhatsApp you are using, the Facebook, the Google Maps, the whatever you've been using with your gadgets, your phones, on the laptops, and everywhere. So it's human beings that built it, all right, not spirit. So today, when we talk about software developers, we talk about we'll say, oh, how will I be able to write this code? All right, it's something like it's actually too much for us. Okay, but today I'm actually gonna tell you another way you can actually do things that doesn't gonna make you feel lesser, but just another part. So yeah, how many of you here cannot code? Yeah, it's very funny. Okay, so oh yeah, you over there. Oh, you mean you cannot? You mean you don't know coding? Yeah. So I know this is how some of us feel. The image on the screen. This is how some of us feel that I don't know how to code. So how am I gonna start building applications? All right. And this thing, each time you have these ideas in you that you actually want to execute, but when you remember that you don't know how to write this code, like it's actually going to take a very long way for you to get to writing this code. You start wondering, oh, how am I going to compete? How am I going to get myself out there? You understand? But the good news is I got your back today. All right, so just relax. Yeah, just relax. I got you, bro. I got you, sis. I got you, everyone out there. I got you. So just relax because this thing is about to get serious. All right. So if you are here and you think writing codes is the limitation you have in your career or in your path to software development, I want to tell you that that shouldn't be a problem to you right now because we have a solution for you. Right. So the solution I have for you is no code. And this no code does not mean no brain. So that's why you are seeing the factorial and equal sign, which means it's not equal to. That means no code is not no brain. So today I'm going to be walking you through this journey that will make you know that you're building your applications with no code does not mean you don't have brain in the software development. All right. So I want you to take this ride with me and see where we're going to land ourselves. So after this session, trust me, you're going to start doing amazing things with no code to build to make sure those ideas you have upstairs come out to reality. Yeah. So So what is this no code we've been talking about? So a lot of persons have their whatever they have upstairs, whatever the views they have in no code. And the reason why I'm talking about no code, no brain is that lots of us feel that because we are writing, because we are building applications with no code, so it makes us less of a human or less of a developer that don't have what it takes, the balls to write scripts on the computer. But the truth is, who cares whether you write scripts on the computer or not? All right, we all are going to a destination. So what we're looking at is the outcome of what you're building. All right, the product of what we're building. That's what we're looking at, and not how you built it. Provided what you built is actually solving problem. It's scalable. It's sustainable. All right, it's solving the problem. Yeah, we are cool with it. We don't care how you built it. What we just want, give us something that is sustainable. All right. So at this store, you're not going to feel that same way again. So what is no code? All right. So no code is simply building stuffs without the need to write code, building projects, applications without writing code. All right. And so one thing there is that no-code platform provides visual interfaces, all right, with drag and drop functionality that allows users to create complex workflows without coding. So you can build a lot of complex stuff without coding. If you check on the screen, you're going to see the white boxes here that I added. That is like a drag and drop. That's a typical look of how you build projects with no-code platforms. All right, so you just need to do dragging and all the rest of them. So if you are here and you know how to design, you have knowledge on graphics designing, user experience, UI UX, all right, you have graphics on those things, trust me, you already solved like 40% of your no coding career. All right, the other thing is for you to understand the methodologies and the models or modalities of how to build with those stuff. All right, so that is it. So this no code thing we're talking about, it's more than a trendy tech movement. All right, so it's more than a trendy tech movement. So the idea, the reason behind it is that we want technology to be accessible by everyone. All right, we want it to be accessible by everyone. Why? Because we've seen lots of people, they're not in the tech space, but they have lots of ideas. They have what they want to build for themselves, but they don't know how they can do it. Okay, just like myself, I'm gonna take an instant. I'm gonna take myself for instance. So when I was in school, when I was growing up, I wanted to be an astronaut. All right, and I didn't know how to do that, but I love those space things. All right, I read about them. I do so many things about them. But it happens that I didn't have the opportunity to go and study that in school. All right, but then I dropped out. I have these ideas. Even today, if I have opportunity to go and do that, all right, I'll still go and do that because I want to be in that space. All right, so we have lots of people that actually when they look at it, be like, I want to solve this problem using technology, I want to build this. All right, but they don't have the skills. All right, and most times when they look at the lengthy period they need to spend before they're able to acquire these skills, it's kind of scary to them. So they're like, oh, let me leave it. Okay, when you say let me go and hire someone that can build these things, all right, you get to realize that the cost of hiring someone to build this is actually very high. So some of them give up on these ideas. So because of that, this is why no code came to existence, so that people, whoever you are, wherever you are, wherever you are, you can start building software or applications with no code without knowing how to write codes. All right, so that is it. All right, so because of this thing, we have some misconceptions or mistakes we make. All right, so these mistakes are actually from the guys, the gurus that are actually in the tech space, that are actually running this code, that are actually writing this real high coding scripts. All right, so they think that is actually for the non-technical users or individuals with no programming skills. All right, so no code is not just for people with no programming skills. Even if you have your programming skills, you can write perfectly. You can write like 50,000, 100,000, 1,000,000 lines of code. You can write them perfectly. All right, it doesn't mean that you can't use no code. All right, so at the end of through this session, you're going to know why we are considering no code as the real deal right now. All right, so no code is for everyone, all right? It's for everyone. It's for market people, those conductor drivers, bus drivers, market women, students, teachers, designer, tellers, whatever, housemaid, houseboys, you can name it. No code is for everyone, provided this person has the passion to learn this, to acquire this skill, all right? So you can build so many things with these no code things, all right? So that is it. All right, so why this no code? Why are we talking about no code? All right. Okay, so one of the things that made us to consider no code is the lower development cost of it. All right, it's actually cost effective. So by removing the need for professional coders, no code platform significantly reduces development cost. Trust me. Okay, so if you want to hire a professional software developer or a professional programmer, you need to pay that person a certain amount of money, all right? But in this situation, let's say someone who was a conductor, bus conductor or bus driver, or someone who sells in the market and eventually acquire the skill of no code without being all the way in the tech space. Maybe he goes to the market, one of the neighbors, and like, hey, this is your business. You know that I can build an inventory application for you. All right. I was be like, okay, wow, how much are you gonna? Wow, I like it. Okay, what will it take to build it? All right. So the person is not really going to charge you like a pro who has been in the industry for a long time. All right, so that's where the stuff is. And the tediousness, like the difficulty of writing those codes, not there. So people just do drag and drop, provided he or she knows the modalities of doing those things. All right, so that's it. So the second thing here is that there is faster time to market. All right, so no code eliminates the need for lengthy coding processes, which I said earlier on, allowing for quick development and deployment. So with no code, you are sure that your application is coming out very fast. All right, it's entering the market very fast. So there is not going to be lots of back and forth things. All right, and then the no code application, some of them have what's called app tester. All right, so when you build, you are testing your app immediately to know where you have flaws and the rest of them. So these are one of the benefits why we are considering no code. And then there is this accessibility. So it empowers individuals from various backgrounds to participate in software creation. Like I said, so with no codes, anyone, anywhere, wherever you are, whoever you are, wherever you are, you can build software development, scalable software development with no code. Then also there is simplified collaboration. So no-code platform facilitates collaboration between business users, designers, and developers. So you don't need to be having so much protocols in communicating across. All right, there is nothing like these are the media blah blah, you know. So everything is just very seamless and simple. So with that being said, I'm gonna show us some of the a no-code platform that we use. So in Google has made it a thing to make data, to make technology accessible to everyone, wherever you are, no matter your location. All right, to make it accessible to all of us. And then Google has so Google has what's called Flutter Flow. This Flutter Flow enables you to build high complex applications. All right, and Google has AppSheet. Then there's another company that's called Webflow for building applications. There is Glide, there is Bubble, and then there is Pebblebook that is built by one of us currently in this event. Yeah, so and there are lots of more no code platforms that you have that are existing out there. All right, but then so we have Flutter Flow. Flutter Flow is actually the things I use it personally to build applications. So do every other persons out there. And I'm going to show you some of the examples of applications that it has been used on. So this slide is actually to give you a preview of how Flutter Flow is. So let's just take a few minutes to look at it. All right.
In this video, I want to give you a quick overview of Flutterflow so that you can build something like this. And this is actually a real app called DreamBrush that you can download from the App Store and Play Store. It's an image generation app that one of our designers built in 2 days. And we're going to come back to this, but let's first start with a blank canvas. Now, I know there's a lot of buttons, but they're actually organized into 5 main sections. Let me show you. First is the widget palette.
So this is actually to show you how this stuff looks like. All right, so you can see here, it's for those of you that are doing something like CorelDRAW, Photoshop. You can have, there are similarities there where you have your objects, your components that you can use to do your designing. So when you look at this place, you can see
over here. And these are just the things you build your app out of. You just grab what you want and drag it into the canvas, which is our second main section. Here, you can select widgets, you can drag and move them around, and delete them. And you'll notice that as you click on different widgets, this panel over here will change, which is our third panel, our properties panel. This is where you'll configure the widgets in your app. And keep in mind that it'll change depending on which widget you have selected, because every widget has different features, different properties you can change. So we've added widgets to our page, move them around, change some properties. But what about if you want to see all the widgets on your page? In this video, I want to give you a quick overview of Flutterflow.
All right, so the link for that stuff will be given to you after the session. So when you look at this stuff now, so this is how no code stuff is. So when you look at the page I have on the screen, you get to realize that there's a place that has the code and there's a place that has the layouts of those code, the design, the components, the graphical components of those codes. All right, so in no code, the scary part that you experience in software development, which is writing the script, all right, is actually hidden or encapsulated, all right, so that you don't have to bother yourself on that with that. So you are being given the endless opportunity to design graphically whatever you want to build. So this is why you have those things. So this no code thing, it makes work very much easier for you, provided you understand design concepts, all right, so you can build applications perfectly like a pro. Now, these are some of the applications that have been built with no code, Flutter Flow to be precise. So this is a DreamBrush that transforms your ideas into digital, into stunning digital arts. All right. So this application you see here is being built with Flutter Flow. It's a no code. All right, just drag and drop and layouts, and you see how it is. So you can learn more about it at dreambrush.ai. And then there is Gifted. All right, so Gifted is a social gifting app. All right, so this app, the app came up because we actually want to, so we don't want our friends to struggle, so we can study what our friends need, what our family, friends or relatives needs, the kind of thing they need. We study on their social media, and then we're able to figure out, oh, this is actually what this person likes, so I need to gift this stuff to this person. So this is what this Gifted does, and you can learn more about it on gifted.social. Then we have the Spark Charge. So this Spark Charge is an application built, right, so for electric cars. So if you want to charge your electric cars with this app, you can find technicians that's going to help you to charge your electric cars with the location where you are, and they're going to arrive there and help you do whatever you want to do on that. So you can see how effective these applications are, and they are being built with no code. All right, so if people can build this particular stuff, then you too, wherever you are, you can build it in this Onhafia. We can have lots of applications coming up. So the thing is, I want us to understand the kind of things we have, the kind of privilege that we have right now. So as a GDG member, you'll be having access to, you learn more how to make use of these things. You'll be exposed to the world of technology, and then utilize these Google development tools to build applications. So to learn more about the samples application that I just showed you, please visit experts.flutter.io, or you can just go straight to flutterflow.io. I mean expert.flutterflow.io, or you can visit directly to flutterflow.io to learn more about this no code stuff with Flutterflow. Okay, so we've gone through why we are considering no code, and then we've seen the samples, we've seen a no code platform, and we've seen some of the applications, the products of no code. So for us to get the best out of no code, how are we going to do this? All right, so this is where I want us to look into. So for you to get the best out of no code, you need to strategically plan your project success. You need to strategically plan your project. All right, so strategic planning is crucial for successful no code projects. So what are the things I need for this project? All right, how do I want to achieve this project? What are the steps? All right, so you need to plan it. You need to plan your ending from your beginning, all right, to make sure that you get the best out of it. Then also, it is important to define your target audience and their needs. All right, so you don't just build the application, so you need to have a target audience. What do they need? So how am I going to satisfy their needs? Okay, so these are the things you need to consider to get the best out of your no code project. Then you need to clearly outline your application functionalities. All right, what do I want this app to do? What are the features I want it to have? All right, so these things are things you need to lay down, so that when you're building, you start building, and you don't build like someone when you're building, when the bird is flying. All right, you just, oh, I need to add bird to this. When you see an ant crawling, you be like, oh, I need to add ants to it. When you see a dog passing, you be like, oh, I need to add dog to it. So that's not how you do. All right, so if you want to get the best, you need to outline your application functionalities very well, or outline them. Okay, then also design a user-friendly and intuitive interface. All right, so you don't when you're building your app, don't build something that is congested, that is clustered with components. All right, no. So you need to build a user-friendly application, an application that someone can use with little to no supervision. All right, someone can use it with little to no assistance. The person can use your application, provided the person can read and write. All right, the person can breezy applications without stress. So that is what the user friendly is. And then let whatever you do, let it be intuitive. All right, so the person know that, okay, this is what this place is, this is what this place is. All right, so these are the things you need to get the best out of the no code project. Now consider scalability and future growth. Yeah, so you don't just, in projects or in app development, you don't just build for building sake. So you consider, this app I'm building, what is it going to be like in the next 1 year? What's going to change in the next 1 year? What's going to change in 2 years? What's going to change? What's the future going to be like? So when you're able to take into consideration what the future is going to hold for your application, you then begin to create avenues where changes can be made in the future. All right, you have to be able to get points where things can be integrated, where things can be upgraded. So that is how you do. So you consider scalability, and make sure that the apps is actually adaptive to whatever feature that is coming. Few things can be tweaked, all right, to serve the purpose then. So everyone, So now you know that I believe I've been able to charge you up to know that yeah, no code doesn't make you feel less. So this is from my own desk. Oh, I didn't put my name here. All right. Well, never mind. It's nothing though. So this is actually from my own desk. All right. To all of you that actually uh using no code and you think that you feel like you are lesser than the guys writing code, or maybe the guy that is writing high code, all right, using high codes to build application, feel like you that is using no code, you are lesser than him. So this is my words to all of you guys out there. No code is not a no-brainer thing, all right, but another powerhouse efficiently fostering the delivery of sustainable products rapidly, all right. So it doesn't make you less. So we are just using different approach, all right, to achieve a purpose or achieve a solution. So we are using a high code, some are using low codes, and we were using no codes, all right. So in summary, no code is just like you sitting down here, you are speaking on Hafia, right? And then there's someone that's speaking Anambra, there's someone speaking Ngwa, there's someone speaking Yoruba, there's someone speaking Hausa, there's someone speaking French and Spanish then, all right? And you guys might be saying the same thing, but you're saying the same thing based on your dialect. So you may not understand what this other person is saying, but at the end of the day, you get to realize that, oh, this person, what is actually saying is actually what I'm saying, all right? So we're following different routes, different paths to arrive to a destination, and this is what no code is doing. So it doesn't make you lesser than the guys that are using low codes or high codes in their project development. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you today that you have the power you need. So you don't have excuse to say this is why I've not been building applications. All right. Now you are in tech space, you've been given the power, the tool, whatever it takes, the thing it takes to become a world-class developer. So I want you to utilize that very efficiently. Okay, so, and this is me telling you that no code does not mean you don't have brain for software development. So no code is not a no brain. Thank you so much. All right, I appreciate. Bye.